Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Grammar Fun. My name is Jaya and we will be learning grammar together. The chapter which we are going to look at today is chapter number 6. Hope is the thing with feathers. It is a poem. Let us do a little bit of warm up. Now if you look into your textbook, the synonyms for hope, synonyms means meanings or other words for hope could be desire, wish, dream, ambition or craving. Now, in the last previous two chapters, that is 4 and 5, we read a story about children who have to leave their home and live in a refugee camp and experience several difficulties. Yes? Do such children give us hope? Or do they want to live come what may? What do they want to live for? What do they hope for? So, what do you think, in your opinion, the children who doesn't have home, who have to live in refugee camp, what is their hope? What are they living for? Just think about this. Now, this is about the poet of the poem, Hope is the Thing with Feathers. So, the poet's name is Emily Dickinson. She was born on 10th December 1830 and she passed away on 15th May 1886. She was an American poet. Her poetry is marked by short poems with short lines and unusual punctuation and capitalization. Some of her well-known poems are Hope is the Thing with Feathers, Success is Counted Sweetest, A Bird Came Down the Walk, Tell All the Truth but Tell It Slant, and I Felt a Funeral in My Brain. So these are some of her well-known poems, not all. Dickinson's poetry was largely discovered after her death, and she is now considered to be one of the most influential poets in the history of literature. So now let us understand this poem. I'll read the whole poem first. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. So the poet is talking about hope. Okay, hope, she's comparing hope with a bird. That is a metaphor, that's a part of speech. So she's comparing hope with a bird. So she's telling hope is like a bird with feathers that perches in the soul, that hits you in the soul. Okay, like it is very strong, feathers are very strong, otherwise birds cannot fly, so that hits you in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops it. So that hope is like a bird with feathers. it it's like singing a tune, it doesn't have words and it never stops. That means hope keeps on coming to you whenever you are in trouble. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm. In the gale, gale means in difficult situations. Storm is also difficult situations. So in difficult situation, the sound of hope or the sweetest sound of hope is always heard to the poet. That could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. So this hope could actually stop the little bird. It kept so many people warm by giving hope to somebody. That person feels so good. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. So here the first time in the poem they are using the word I. So it might be about the poet is telling about herself. So she has heard it always in the chillest land, in difficult situation, in cold situations. She has always heard it and on the strangest sea. It means the place where she doesn't have any hope. She has always heard this hope bird singing, the sound of the bird. Yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. So hope is something, whatever happens, it doesn't ask anything back to you. It gives you something. Hope is something which you get. You don't have to give you don't have to give anything to hope. Hope gives you everything. So that is the poem about. Yes, now I want to give you the question answers. We shall discuss it. What is this poem about? So, this poem is about hope. The poet mentions that it stays within our soul and sings a tune without words. This is an optimistic feeling and needs to be ignited and fall, fanned. Second one, is there a comparison that the poet uses in the first two lines? Yes, the poet uses a metaphor to compare hope to a bird. Why does hope perch in the soul? Hope perches in the soul because hope comforts our soul, our inner self. Have you heard people say that dreams take wings? What do the words mean? Can hope take wings too? The phrase dreams take wings refers to how our dreams can come true. Hope too can take wings by helping us do what we need to even in times of trouble. Why do you think hope sings without words? Does hope want to sing for everyone who is hopeful? Hope sings without words because it is a feeling that cannot be expressed in words. Hope wants to sing for everyone who is hopeful. Sixth one, does hope leave us when we are in great trouble? For how long does it leave us? Hope never leaves, not even for a movement. Gale here stands for troubled times. What is the sweetest thing we hear when times are bad? Even in the storm, we can hear the sweet song of hope. Eighth one, storm too implies troubled times. What does the storm try to do to the little bird? The storm tries to abash the little bird. Ninth one, what keeps the troubled person warm? Hope keeps the troubled person warm. Tenth one, which two phrases in lines 9 and 10 means the most troubled times? The phrases that means the most troubled times are chillest land and strangest sea. 11th one, what is it what does it in the last line refer to? In the last line, it refers to hope. I hope you have understood the chapter. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.